Hello everyone, how's it going? In this video, I'll be covering something I've spoken about before, but it's such an important topic, I'm going to cover it again. It's viewing triggers as an opportunity. You often hear us say, triggers are a blessing in disguise. Now, if you told me that when I was stuck with OCD, I'd have probably laughed in your face and said, what on earth are you talking about? How can triggers be good? How can I see this trigger as an opportunity? I just want rid. I hate this so much. I want to escape this. This feeling's terrible. I can't stand this. That's what I used to say. Until I started to realise that, well, hang on a minute. Why am I triggered? I'm triggered because there is something for me to break down rationally. There's something here that I cannot accept. There's something here that I am internally rejecting, that I'm fighting, that I'm resisting, that I'm pushing away, that I'm trying to escape from, that I'm trying to achieve certainty on. So it's showing me what I'm being irrational about with my beliefs, my catastrophizing, my rigid demands, my low frustration tolerance, maybe how I'm having a lack of self-acceptance and life acceptance, or maybe other acceptance. Maybe I'm being quite angry towards others. Maybe I'm stuck in that undeservingness cycle towards myself and downing myself, calling myself bad, worthless, no good, wrong, evil. Maybe I'm just downing life, saying life is totally worthless. Life isn't worthwhile. What's the point? Life is meaningless. Life's terrible. Life's horrendous. Okay, perhaps I'm saying that. So try and view when you're triggered. Try and view when you're having a tough time, when you're having a bit of a setback, when you're having a relapse, as a great opportunity for you. Because once you get into that mindset, you really start building momentum. I remember many times in my journey where looking back now is the best thing to ever happen to me, those triggers and those setbacks, because they sort of put me back in line. They said, hey Sam, you're getting complacent here. You're going back to your old rigid way of thinking. Think about how you're viewing that and try and make shifts. And that was great for me, because looking back now, the suffering was difficult, of course. In the moment when I was triggered, I was thinking, oh, fuck, why have I got to be triggered, for fuck's sake? That was my kind of language, okay? Until I started realising that, wait, this trigger's good. So if I go ride these sensations out, like Claire Week says, float with those feelings, ride the uncomfortable feelings out, let time pass, just floating with all the difficult sensations, okay? Let it be there. Don't try and put out that fire, because it gets worse. So once you get into the habit of doing that, then you can see, right, why did I react like that? What fueled that emotional reaction? What fueled the anxiety? What fueled that sudden spike in guilt and panic and shame? Right, it was how I was viewing myself. Maybe it was fear of fear. Maybe it was scared of being stuck like this forever. Maybe I was catastrophizing being anxious forever. Because think, when you're triggered, you think, shit, I'm going to be stuck feeling like this for the rest of my life. Therefore, my whole life is ruined now. Therefore, I'll never get out of this cycle. And that's how the fear aspect really latches. Okay? So, next time you're triggered, you're probably just triggered watching this video. Because when I was stuck, I was triggered 24/7. When people used to say to me, next time you're triggered, Sam, do this. I thought, fuck, I'm stuck 24/7, right? I'm triggered 24/7, so what do? Well, of course, we have to get comfortable being triggered, comfortable with all the sensations, comfortable wearing that uncomfortable coat, as we talk about a lot. But really see, well, why do I feel like this? What's fueling this? Because you don't feel anxious and guilty and panic for no reason, right? Although it can be very subtle and very hidden, yes, but you're not just chronically guilty for no reason. You don't just wake up chronically guilty, do you? It's because your brain has detected a threat. It's then sounding the alarm and says, look, you've done this. And that goes against your values. That goes against your beliefs. That goes against all your morals. Therefore, you are a terrible person. Therefore, you should be punished for the rest of your life, and you cannot ever be let off the hook. And that's how it feels, okay? Until you start breaking down your rigid, irrational thinking, okay? Think how lucky you are to be able to think about your thinking. Other species can't do that. My dog can't think about why he thinks in the way that he does. He can't think about why he wants that gravy bone. He just thinks, I want that gravy bone, so he goes and has it, and he does that on instinct, right? Well, us as humans, because we're very smart and very intelligent, we can think, well, why do I think that way? What's led me to think that way? How am I viewing this? What's my perception? What's my belief? What's my judgment? What's my opinion on this? Something that can be changed, because we can change our perception, okay? So although it can be to our detriment with how intelligent we are with our thinking, because our thinking can be very rational, get us into emotional disturbance, we can then also take a step back and think about our thinking. We can change our thinking. Therefore, we can see how we're viewing things, which is fueling our unhealthy negative feelings with anxiety, guilt, panic, depression, and so on, and see how we can view things differently to think more or to feel more healthily, such as regret, frustration, disappointment, concern, remorse, and so on, rather than the unhealthy emotional disturbance which is causing many problems and probably why you're viewing this video today. Okay, so you're very lucky to be able to think about your thinking and therefore change your thinking, which will lead to healthier and hopefully happier results. Okay, so when you are triggered, try and build this mindset. You'll think you're training your brain like a muscle. You're training it to think, right, I'm triggered. Okay, what can I learn from it? Rather than going down the almost automatic way of catastrophizing. Oh, fuck, I hate this trigger. Fuck, help, fuck. How do I get rid of this? I hate this feeling. Escape. And I know how that feels because it felt automatic for me. It felt, as soon as I was triggered, look for the exit door. Run, go, exit door. There, quick, get out. That actually didn't work because I was chasing my tail. I couldn't escape the brain. I couldn't escape the trigger. Okay, and that led to avoidance when I did try to escape. Because I thought, shit, I can't have that feeling again. Therefore, I need to avoid whatever triggered me and not do that again. Not even go near that again. Not even think that again. But that didn't work because I couldn't just control what I was thinking. Because I was getting triggered by intrusive thoughts all day long. So I couldn't say, right, don't think that again because that triggered me. That is waving a red rag to a bull. Because that is when all I could think about was this thing that I didn't want to think about. I'm going round and round and round and round and round, trying to escape my brain. It wasn't going to work. Okay? So instead, I had to think, well, why did that thought trigger me? What's the content of that thought? Right, I'm scared of that. I could not accept that. Right, I'm viewing that as the worst case scenario and I'm catastrophizing the worst case scenario. I'm jumping from, not only it wouldn't be ideal, not only would it be bad, not only would it be very unfortunate, I'm saying it would be the worst thing ever, totally awful, totally terrible, totally horrible. And that is why I'm feeling very anxious. I'm not only saying that part of my life is frustrating, I'm saying my whole life is over, I'm doomed, I'm finished, therefore I'm feeling depressed. I'm not only saying I failed at this one thing in my life, I'm not only saying that I did this one thing wrong, I'm saying I'm a total failure, I'm a total wrong person, I'm totally bad, I'm totally worthless, therefore I feel guilty, right? So it's all about how you're viewing these things, and triggers are huge. They're a huge opportunity for you. I cannot hammer this home enough for you. View triggers as a great chance, okay? Because in this recovery journey, you build momentum, and you'll fall off your bike at times, and you'll get complacent, you'll get lazy, you'll get cocky, you'll think you've nailed it, you'll think you've cracked it, you'll get false dawns. It's very common. But see any slight suffering, any just trigger, anxiety, any feeling that you don't like as a great opportunity for you. That's not frantically looking around going, right, I'm triggered, do something. No, we have to ride the feelings, like I say, ride the OCD wave, wear the uncomfortable feelings, leaning to all the sensations. Yes, we have to do that initially when it first hits, but try and view it as, okay, this is great because it's showing me what I need to work on, then I can go and dispute and break it down later on. Not right now, but later on, okay? And once you start developing that, once you really start embodying that, your mindset on triggers change significantly. You go into triggers, you go towards triggers, you bring them on, you're willing for them to happen, you're going, come on in. And then you stop avoiding, and then you go and take more risks. Then you start doing things that you've been previously putting off because of OCD, right? Then you stop trying to work it out over and over again. Okay, then you stop chasing certainty, then you stop trying to escape everything, and then ultimately you start living life on your terms, you calling the shots, and you're living life because you want to do things that you enjoy, and you're not just living in an OCD bubble of avoidance and restrictions and just the parameters getting smaller and smaller and smaller because you're scared of being triggered. Instead, you're going towards triggers head on, bringing them on. Okay, this is so important. This changed my life. When I changed this mindset, it changed my life, it changed my recovery journey, and then you start having that fearless approach towards triggers. That is not saying triggers are easy. I'm saying you're seeing triggers as a great learning curve, and you're going towards them because you know in the long run you're going to learn so much from this trigger. You're going to learn so much from this setback. You're going to learn so much from this suffering, and you get into that mindset and you're willing to bring it on, therefore making progress and hopefully getting towards recovery. Okay, you won't recover being scared of triggers. You won't recover in that way. It's not possible, because then you'll be outrunning triggers. You have to go into the eye of the storm, jump into the fire, and bring them on. Okay, view it as a great opportunity. They are a blessing in disguise, and they are a great chance for you to learn, break things down, get used to the frustration, wear the discomfort, and ultimately in the long run help you shape and see your perspectives a lot differently, change your perspectives, break down your rational beliefs, change your view on the worst case scenario. Acceptance is an agreement, so you're not agreeing with the worst case scenario, you're going towards unconditional acceptance, and therefore the triggers happen less and less and less because you become less scared of triggers. Therefore the hyper awareness, the hyper focused on triggers, the constant aware of triggers, that comes down because you're going towards them rather than running away from them. That's so important. If you're needing help, please email phil@ocdrecovery.com. I'm Sam. You've got other coaches here. You've got Nick, you've got Rob, you've got Momin and Gemma. We can all book you in as soon as possible. And if you like this video, please leave a like and we'll speak again. Bye-bye.